Star Starlord blasts his way into the game. Kabam have revealed they're adding storage, selling, and Alliance War season payouts are delayed. Yes, hello everybody and welcome to your Friday edition of Marvel Contest of Champions news. We've got all those stories to cover as well as so many more, and as well a little 6-star and 5-star crystal opening at the end of the video. It has been a very tough week for a lot of players for a lot of different reasons, whether or not they're self-quarantining, isolating themselves, and all those things as well. Obviously with a lot of stuff going in Italy, hopefully you are all safe and you are all very healthy and well. You're in complete lockdown, so hopefully you can watch the news and rejoice in some of the things we're going to discuss today. But before we get into the video, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, get involved with the comment section and talk about some of the topics that we're going to discuss in this edition. And as well, as I turn into Sean Connery, make sure to say a big thank you to those that are YouTube members, those that are Patreon patrons, and as well those that are Twitch subs. I've broken the accent or the kind of impression now. But yeah, if you are a person that has an Amazon Prime account, you can give a free Twitch sub to a Twitch streamer. It doesn't have to be myself, but it is really helpful for the channel if you could do that. And obviously, I do thank people on the names that are up there at the moment. A link is down in the description of how to in order to do that. Thank you very much. But now let's read the news! News kicks off with a sort of, well, good news. Yay, we got Starlord as a 6-star. And this is APOC from my Alliance, shout out to yourself. But yeah, he needs to be awakened to be good. With APOC himself even putting out footage of this in action, but he even said that he just got bored because the fight goes on and on. If you don't have an awakened version, you don't have a significant amount of signature stones into this champion. It does get incredibly boring. So a slight yay, but mainly a large boo. Next up, and there's a very special video that's been released by Marvel Contest of Champions, which obviously is featuring Dorky Diggity Dave. Go and check it out, link is in the description. It is talking about the very fantastic 4 and the whole kind of makeup of the characters around it and some of the villains and some of the heroes as well, but mainly talking about things of the build, especially talking about ideas of like, well, you put synergy together and you see like Invisible Woman's shielding is being put, invisible shield is being put on champions like the Human Torch and as well as the Thing, and then when you're firing off stuff with Human Torch and you've got the characters in tow, you'll be seeing him throw things like big boulders. So there's some really cool nods to stuff and you learn a lot about the creation of these characters, synergies, strategies and stuff like that. Check it out, link is in the description down below. Next up, and we're going in game for something all about Alliance War season payout delays. As you can see here, please be aware that although Alliance War season 16 will be ending on March 25th, the season rewards payout will be delayed up to 1 week after this, as the leaderboard is corrected to account for the war earlier this season that encountered issues. Man, that really sucked for a lot of plans I have, and I'm sure that will be the same thing with other players. This also means your Alliance position on the leaderboard is subject to change up until and after the season has concluded. Man, it gets a little bit scuffy with this, and obviously we need to go onto the forums for a further explanation. Obviously the biggest point from this is stay in your Alliance, and as well Alliance officers and as well as Alliance leaders, don't be assholes. Don't be assholes. Do not kick people during this process because it is not fair. If you fall out with people, just try and not fall out with people. Obviously with stuff going on, there's bigger things in the world to worry about. So don't fall out with people. Don't kick people unnecessarily. And just make sure that people are in to collect their rewards. Because this is annoying and obviously not a great situation for a lot of players that really want this season to be over very, very soon. Mike basically explains it's not possible for us to, obviously Kabam, to adjust the season's score during the season, as this possesses some serious risks that we wish to avoid. This also means that your Alliance position on the leaderboard is subject to change up until and after the season has concluded, as we know. To help Alliances most likely to be affected by these changes get better sense of where they are placing, right now we have created an Excel sheet with the scores for the top 3,000 alliances. These are accurate as of the end of War 9, finished on Tuesday between 11 AM and 3 PM PST. Go to the link in the description, guys, and it will take you to this particular forum post. And obviously, if you need the Excel spreadsheet, it will take you to that to get an idea of how bad or good it could be. Second medium and fourth light are the exact same animations. Kabam! What other things have you been hiding from us? Well, it looks like Punisher and Winter Soldier both have the exact same SP3. Well, we know that to be true. Champions tend to make funny noises while getting hit, like Howard the Duck and that guy from the Summoner Showdown that kept on letting us know about that noise. That quacking noise, and yeah, that was fun, wasn't it? Green Goblin's eyes start to shine when he activates a buff. If you stand idle with Cap Infinity War, he starts arranging his wrist shields. Ooh, that's something to notice, yeah. In addition, Scarlet Witch, Storm Magic and Black Widow have a lot of common basic hit animations. Well, there's a lot more, and you can check out some more stuff here. If you have your own thing that people have missed off, then make sure to post it here. What have Kabam been doing that has gone unnoticed but now has been sus? In other news, and I think something that a lot of players have wondered, is Kabam still going to fix the Excess, Namor and Cull issues? So yeah, wasn't this meant to be all sorted out at the end of last week when it came to the situation about the dupes and as well removing the signature stones and stuff that Kabam gave extra maybe they shouldn't have done? What is the deal with that? Well, it looks like a few days ago, Kabam Mike said sorry for the delay. It has not happened yet, but you'll receive a message for the signature stones after it is completed. And for anybody interested, this comes in line with this message here about the Cull Obsidian and Namor refund issue. Obviously, for those who are sent out in error, the additional ones for the refund, it was a case that before the end of the week, which obviously was meant to be a while ago, we will be removing the mistakenly received duplicate 5-star and 6-star champions. 3-star and 4-stars will not be moved. We'll be doing this in batches to ensure that we reach players that maybe missed at the beginning. But the main point being, any signature stones that are used on these champions will be returned as well. So if you kind of thought with your extra dupe, I'm going to be spending a load of signature stones on this, and therefore didn't realize that Kabam were going to take them back, your signature stones will be with you soon, but obviously not as soon as when they took away the additional dupes. Now I hope also that additional items like rank up gems, which have been mentioned in this post, are also being returned as well. Obviously there will be a point where people may have made that mistake, but they didn't know they were making a mistake, to rank up those additional dupes, going, hey, I've now got a dupe of Namor at 5-star or 6-star, I'm just going to go use rank up gems on this. Then obviously to find out that yes, you will have them taken away. So therefore those gems should be returned back to the player. But obviously if there's any problems, any scuff with this, I'll let you know in Marvel Contest of Champions news, and have your say on this in the forum post if you are one of those people that could be affected by this issue. Hey, do you remember this post here? Yes, and on our next bit of news, this is focused on something that we did cover on Wednesday, which was all about the idea of improving quality of life stuff when it comes to selling straight from the stash or straight from the storage. So therefore, you don't have to constantly, put stuff into your inventory and then sell it on and then put it back in again and then sell it again. This is something that I think a lot of players are very interested in, and as well, it did get a response from Kabam, with, as we know, Kabam Valley saying, yep, share it with the game team. This story gets a little bit of an update because Kabam Frenchy tagged me into the following, saying, when you see a player suggesting a realistic improvement for the game, 99% of the time it is already in our roadmap. We are not only game devs, we are also active players, and we are doing our best to bring you the most enjoyable experience. Hashtag stash at Marvel Contest of Champions at RichTheMan. Oh, so if that's the case then, Kabam Frenchy, then that means I'm getting a 5-star Scarlet Witch soon, because of the extent of improvement to my grind based on making life easier, so therefore that's going to be a thing, isn't it? 99%. But I have a funny feeling he'd probably go, no, it is not 99%, and about the roadmap it will probably be just a 1%. Oui. But the more I check up on him, it turns out he is part of the economy team, so it may not work. He's probably not even French. I don't know why I'm bothering doing this, but for the plus side, yes, stash selling could be in the future. Yay. Obviously, as predicted, and by the way, predictions are down below at the moment, they're mainly for the Crystal Trove, and especially based on last week's results, it's probably the case that these are the ones to go off. The 1 to 10% and as well the 11 to 30%. We have seen a huge rise when it comes to this, and that's obviously based on the 6-star points, which this week were accurate, and obviously against last week, it wasn't working quite so well. But yeah, you're going to have to put on a lot more in order to secure yourself the extent. And obviously it will be a case that the video that I did produce a little while ago, rather than saying about 1 hour 45, it's a case you'll probably have to put upwards of 2 hours, maybe plus, and also balance your grind around as well to try and get about 3.6 mil, and as well you've got highs into like 4.8. I hope this doesn't continue going higher and this is kind of the constant, because I don't really want to see it too high for a one-day arena. It can be a little bit ridiculous. But obviously if you don't grind out on the main week, then at least you got something at the weekend to look forward to. Okay, and now we've got a quick crystal opening reaction video for you. And obviously this one is sent through by Andrew. Thank you very much for sending this through. It's going to be taking off from the last part of his crystal opening here, where he's already done some 5 stars. And we're going to see the last one of those 5 stars, which I still don't know what it's going to be. He's also got 2 6 stars as well. Fantastic. Look at that. Picking up a Warlock. Now, how much have we... Is this the first time Awakening? Yes, it is. That is amazing. And also he picked up a Stealth Spidey, so it's 6 great... Well, yeah, and the Awakening as well, stuff. So I'd say that's not too bad, like a half and half. But as well, I think the most exciting thing is these 2 6 stars. And I do hope the best for anybody that does 6 stars nowadays. So seeing so much kind of like scuffy bad luck, it is obviously a very worrying time for anybody opening anything 6-star related. I'm doing 3 next week. Wish me luck, everybody. Be around for that video. That would be amazing. So his first one is skipping past that Ebony Maw, landing on a Nightcrawler. I'm a big fan of Nightcrawler. I just don't use him quite as much. And I'd say as a learning champion, as your first ever 6-star, it's actually quite helpful. If you're not too good with your evades, say you got a bad device or scuffy connections, then having that BANT and that evading does help you out and gives you a kind of get out of jail free card when it comes to whiffing shots or kind of not really timing stuff too well. And here is his last 6-star, these 2 opening. Oh yeah, no, that is gutting, because that skips past 2 amazing champions and lands a yellow jacket. That felt to me it's going to stop there, but man, I feel you, Andrew. Thanks for sending this through to me. And there we have it. That has been your Marvel Contest of Champions news for Friday the 20th of March 2020. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, hit the like button, that'd be great. As well, check out some new content up here. And as well, look out for a very special video today. And also, one of my most luckiest crystal openings that will be dropping tomorrow. And it was just a 1 5-star basic that just gave me something absolutely amazing. Check it out tomorrow. I can't recommend it enough. And thanks for the support on the channel. See you in the next one. Bye bye for now.